Hey, this is Manny Moonraker at UFO Buster Radio, and guess what? I don't even have my goddamn intro. This is a kind of week it's been. Did you hear that music I just played? What the fuck is that? I don't know. It's some kind of an edgy techno sound for you guys who love it. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is episode 199. I could even fucking say it. This is episode 199, and most likely it will stop in the middle of this episode and record only half the shit I'm saying because I have a very poor connection to the internet in order to get this thing going here. I've been going for a while. I did do an episode over the weekend, which was received pretty well. New microphone, and turns out there's some additional settings I got to change because you can barely hear me. Fuck my life. That's the way it goes. But we're going to get that together because the reason I need that to work is because we're going to be, going to be doing interviews, starting with the folks in UBR Truth Seekers, the Facebook group. Now, we do have a news story for today. I just wanted to get back on here and say, hello, I'm here. Do you miss me? Do you miss my craziness? Don't miss me too much, goddammit, because I'm still here and I'm not going anywhere. We just have to kind of reorganize things, get the schedule together, find a better place to do this podcast so we don't have these connection issues. And hell, I don't even know if you'll hear me the whole time. Who fucking knows? That's just the way it is with technology these days. So don't expect to hear the normal little intro that I had for the news report because it's not here. It is not here. Maybe I'll do this one. That sounds pretty good, right? I don't know. Oh, I could do this one. And now, coming from the bowels of Dallas, it is Manny Moonraker with today's news report dealing with UFO shit. UFO nonsense. I don't know. You call it whatever the hell you want. It's good to be back on the mic. Before I start that, it's good to be back on the mic. I like this. But in the news, there's a guy who died not too long ago. We know him. He was a movie star of sorts, too, and he was always regarded as a genius. We're talking about Stephen Hawkins. Or Stephen Hawking. A lot of people put the S at the end, and I just fucking did as well. The article says, Stephen Hawking alien mission calls for radiation to track down advanced civilizations. That's right. Like we have this thing with scientists now. All kind of scientists, they want to fuck around with aliens. They want to track aliens down. You know, this has to do with, Oumuamua. However the fuck you say it. It's not in front of me, so I don't know. Even when it is in front of me, I don't know how to fucking say that Hawaiian name. But it turns out that people in the science community are taken back by all this chit-chat regarding alien technology, civilizations, megastructures around stars. That's really, I think, where the shit got started, right? We had that freaking megastructure they were saying was around a pulsating star. That was one of the reasons. And that died and came back, died and came back, died and came back. And I think last week I saw that they found another one. They are talking about it being, giving this weird pulsating situation. And they're thinking again, maybe it has some kind of alien megastructure built around it in order to harness its power. Yeah, totally. Well, there's a guy named, no, not a guy. Looks like it's a woman. So I had to correct myself, but I'll throw the man thing in there anyway. It's a woman. Lois Crane. Lois Crane is a mathematician from Kansas State University. Kansas in the house. Kansas State University mathematician authored a study saying that scientists could use gamma telescopes to find advanced alien civilizations. Now, the theory is fantastic, right? Actually, no, it's not Lois, it's Lewis. What the fuck? It's spelled like Lois. I don't know. Something's going on. Let's just go with Mr. Crane. Fuck this damn story already. Mr. Crane believes that given the superior technology of aliens, because they can go from 4.2 far to 4.22 far in 2-4 shakes of a tail, that using Stephen Hawking's radiation theory from black holes, that they could possibly use gamma telescopes to track him down. Mr. Crane states that scientists should start tracking objects like this. And there's some reasons, right? Because he says that these objects would be hotter than any other natural object and emit huge amounts of particles and gamma rays due to their interactions with black holes. Now, don't get this twisted, because, he's not saying that they're going around slinging shit around black holes, right? That's not what he's saying. What's fascinating is that he's actually saying that aliens would use black holes to power their ships, or in the case of Oumuamua Mau Mau, their little, I don't know, what the fuck you call that? Their far-slung technology, right? Their little spy technology that's going across, all these different... interstellar travel nonsense, whatever the fuck you say. I don't know. But he's saying that basically that some of these technologies could actually use a microscopic black hole, and they would feed matter into it, and that could actually move those fuckers pretty close to light speed. And there's a quote in here where he says that. He says these microscopic black holes would be the ultimate energy source. In particular, they could propel a starship large enough to be shielded to relativistic velocities. In other words, what we're saying is fucking light speed, okay? Come on, can you just, Crane, can you just say light speed for the people? Stop fucking around with your big words and just say light fucking speed. That's all we need. That's all anybody fucking cares. So again, science is jumping into the realm. Actually, they jumped in and they haven't gotten out, and that's what it is. People are coming out of the woodwork simply because a door was opened. Now, whether the door was the fucking megastructure around the stars, or it was this interstellar object that people keep talking about, because even this fucking article, which is linked in the description for you guys who like to read shit like that, even this article is talking about that same fucking object. Whatever the case may be, basically, it's opened the doorway. It's opened the gates for people to feel a little bit more comfortable with putting their asses on the line, their scientific career and accomplishments, and saying, fuck it. This is what I think. You guys take it or fucking leave it. And here's the other thing, too. This is the it thing now. And I said this in another episode. This is the it thing. So whether or not you were afraid about your fucking career before, when you see things like Space Force coming around, when you see Elon Musk, getting a ship together to go into 4.24 Mars and never come back, this is the time to talk about alien civilizations. This is the time to talk about how to detect alien technology. Because you could imagine, right? Elon's got all these people, probably they'll pay like $250,000 or more for their space one-way ticket to 4.24. You're fucked for life, because that's where you're going to die. And I would think that they would need to find a way to investigate those blips on the radar, alien technology, the things that they normally wouldn't even look for, right? I would think that if you're traveling outside of the planet Earth, the big blue ball, that you want to make sure that you can identify alien technology headed your way, right? Even if it is a probe like Oumuamua, or a probe that might go to your posterior. You want to be able to check that technology and basically be able to come up with a plan. What's your contingency plan? Oh shit, we got an alien, at 12 o'clock. What the fuck do we do now? I think this is going to be important. You talk about that. You also talk about the Space Force. The Space Force and their mandate. Again, if you have a Space Force that's going to be an official military branch, you want them to be able to also identify alien technology. And that's extremely important in this case, because what the fuck else are you going to do? Yeah, you want to look at threats from the planet, but fuck, the planet is only a speck on the nuts of the universe. And I'm sure the nuts have a whole lot more attached to them. So you want to make sure you protect your little area of the nuts from the rest of the probing technology that's out there. I mean, need I say more? That's the deal. It's clear as fuck as far as I'm concerned. It's a good story, though. Science people should continue to come out of the woodwork and, fuck the careers. I mean, really, if your career is sucking anyway as a scientist and you barely put out a paper every 5 years, then fuck it. Go after alien technology. That's the way it should be. I mean, you got nothing else to live for. Not exactly the way I meant it. You know what I mean. Grow into something, I guess. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitters. We're going to get this thing done right, and we'll increase back our episodes to make sure that we can continue to talk about news articles like this, because eventually, in about a few years, we'll come back to this news article and say, hey, remember when they were talking about using those gamma telescopes? Because, Hawking said it would be a good idea to detect black holes, and they said black holes would power ships? Fuck, I remember that article. Manny Moonraker talked about it. See, I had to give myself some props in there somewhere. Hey, thank you for listening. Like I said, the episodes will be coming back on a regular basis eventually. We just got to tackle all this technology nonsense. Hopefully, this episode did not get cut off in any way. So, hey, it's time to sign out, but I'll give you that chintzy little intro because some of you like it, And I guess if I had some vodka here and alcohol, I'd like it too. Ciao.